are currently attending school or have ever attended school. Today I'm going to inform you about the 3 main different types of learning. I have used all 3 of these types of learning through high school, and I have learned that I am a visual learner and a hands-on learner. The first main type of learning I would like to talk to you about is visual learning. This is a style of learning in which a learner utilizes graphs, charts, maps, and diagrams to absorb what they are learning. They oftentimes will only learn by reading or seeing pictures of what they're trying to absorb, and they have to see what they're being taught, such as like on a slideshow that a teacher is doing. And they oftentimes cannot hear directions, they have to read them themselves to understand them. A fun fact about visual learners is that they're good at writing and working out math problems, but oftentimes they won't be able to explain to you the process in which they did the math problem. They're also very good with using whiteboard and markers to help themselves absorb what they are learning. The websites that I used for this type of learning, in case you guys wanted to look into it yourselves, was www.educationplanner.org, and I used dictionary.com to help me out with the definition of this type of learning. The second type of learning that I would like to talk to you about is tactile learning, which is feeling. That's why I chose the hand. This is a learning style in which learning takes place by the student carrying out physical activity. They do this by touching and feeling things. And a good example of a tactile learner would be a blind person, because they read through Braille, which they use their fingertips to read, and they also use it to feel objects that they are learning with. Another word for a tactile learner would be kinesthetic. I decided to use tactile. I just felt like I liked that word better to use. They have to do things while they study, such as tapping a pencil to help them absorb what they're studying. And a good example of tactile learners would also be actors, because when you're acting things out and you're memorizing the play and or feeling objects. The websites that I used for tactile feeling, in case you guys think you might be this type of learner, was www.thestudygurus.com and also educationplanner.com. That was a really helpful website for my speech. The third type of learning that I would like to talk to you about today is auditory learning, or hearing. That's why I chose to draw the ear. This is a learning style in which a person learns through listening. They have to hear to absorb what they are learning. They oftentimes don't have to take notes, because just simply hearing it helps them. It doesn't go in one ear and out the other. It actually goes in and it stays in their mind, which I myself cannot do this, because I'm one of those people where it goes in one ear and out the other. I have to take notes, especially in history. Devices that read to them help them a lot, because it goes straight into their mind. Like I said, not in one ear and out the other. It goes straight up into their mind and they memorize it. They like to study in groups and debate with each other. They're very good at debating. The fun fact about auditory learners is that they like to tell jokes and stories, which surprised me, because I didn't know that. Also in grade school, they have these plastic tubes that they put up to their ear when they read, so they can hear themselves read, and that as well helps them. The websites that I used for auditory learning was also educationplanner.org and www.medicine.utah.edu. I've now told you about the main 3 different types of learning, and I hope this kind of helped you consider what type of learner that you are yourself. I myself am oftentimes a visual or a hands-on learner. I can't hear it and absorb it. I have to feel it or I have to see it. Overall, every type of learning is very useful to the most of us, but you kind of just have to find which one fits you the best to help you be successful in the long run. Even if all three of them work for you, you might want to find one that is best suits you so you can use it the most. I hope you enjoyed this speech, and I hope it helped inform you guys about the different types of learning, and thank you for your time.